That one was spicy.
So the Warriors have to play 48 minutes.
I think it's going 7. I have it. I have the Nuggets in 7.
Ant-Man, Batman, Watchmen, Lakers at 5.
Well, it's money time now.
All right, what is going on YouTube? Sorry, I was a little bit late. I had to get home and get prepared. This was the greatest HBCU's first day, North Carolina A&T, so it's been a long day. But with that said, what's going on, my esteemed panel? We got my man Big Nige. What's going on, Big Nige?
What's up? Doing good, doing good.
My man Hawk. What's going on, Hawk?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
We good over here. And what's going on, Ron Dog? He's
Not much, just chilling.
hey, everybody chilling out here. What's going on, Cottage 81? Appreciate you showing up in the chat. So today we got some interesting topics. We're going to look at all the teams. Police Report dropped a prediction for every team's record this season. So we're going to talk about, do we think, we're going to do the over and under for all of those teams. But before we get into that, let's talk about House of Highlights. And it's been an interesting topic in these YouTube streets. I guess his name is Omar. He dropped about a minute video talking about Michael Jordan and the narrative of the 6-0 and how he feels it's an overrated stat. I don't call a 6-0 championship record a stat. That's more of an achievement. But I mean, I guess that's however you want to use that term. But we're going to play his comments real quick. And then myself and the panel, we're going to talk about, is the 6-0 narrative or whatever you want to call it, is it overrated? So let me pull this up really quick and let's see what he says. So this is Omar from House of Highlights and his take on MJ's 6-0.
Take is Michael Jordan's 6-0 finals record is the most overrated stat in sports.
The stat works because it's a clean story. Perfect record, never failed. But it ignores when he did fail. 6-0 in the finals isn't proof he's untouchable. It's proof he lost earlier instead. Jordan played 15 seasons. In 9 of them, he didn't even make the finals. In Wilt's, Magic's, or LeBron's careers, the years they lost in the finals still count as failures on their record. For Jordan, those failures just came in earlier rounds. It also ignores how loaded those Bulls teams were. Even when Jordan first retired, they still had Pippen at his peak, shooters like Kerr, the same defensive system that strangled teams. The very next season, without their superstar, they won 55 games and nearly made it to the NBA Finals without Jordan, which tells you just how good that team actually was. And even when Jordan returned in 1995, he went nuclear down the stretch. But the Bulls still lost to Orlando. The perfect finals record makes it sound like every year he played, he dominated the league start to finish. In reality, he was human. His teams were elite. The 6-0 narrative just skips the years it didn't work out.
Okay. So you guys heard that. So with that said, I'm going to ask you guys, and what's going on, Iron Man? Appreciate you showing up to the show. I'm going to ask Big Nige, I guess Hulk, he must have dropped off, but Big Nige, what do you think about Omar from House of Highlights comments and his thoughts on Michael Jordan and the whole 6-0 narrative and it being overrated stat?
Yeah, kind of like you said, definitely don't think this is a statistic or nothing. MJ being 6-0 is definitely not overrated. And this is coming from a LeBron fan, of course. I can give MJ his flowers and acknowledge that this is probably one of the greatest feats, especially in NBA history. So I don't really know where he's coming from with this. I mean, I did look at some of the numbers against the, like the Lakers, the Blazers, the Suns. Like all those championships minus the 97 Jazz was against a top 10 defense. The 97-98 Jazz finished 17th that year. So, and even still, they took the Bulls 6 games, and other underlying stories with that series as well. But yeah, I think it's more of an underrated, if anything, him being 6-0 in the finals. So yeah, I'm not sure what he got in his drink, but yeah, he needs to stop sipping on this.
All right. How about yourself, Rondell? What do you think about Omar from House of Highlights comments?
Well, it's just another person just trying to say that Michael Jordan didn't really do a lot. It's just another person just trying to put negative towards what he did because in the time he did it, that's whenever he went up against a lot of great teams, a lot of great defensive teams. But know that no matter what one person's opinion is, people know going 6-0 in the finals, it's not easy, especially whenever you do it in two different three teams.
I 100% agree. And shout out to King Speech Road out there in Brazil today or for the next couple of weeks. I kind of agree. I think he's saying this because we use that a lot. If you're talking about the GOAT debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, we often use 6-0. And like King Speech said, you can say it's overused. So I can see it from that standpoint, but saying it's overrated, winning championships is hard, no matter who you are, no matter when you try to do it, it's hard. Whether you're in grade school, if you're in high school, college, on up, it's hard to win championships because you have to be, I'm not saying perfect, but you have to be in the right place at the right time. And for a team to three-peat, then Jordan took some time off. They were still good, which that shouldn't. I don't understand how that's an indictment on, or not indictment, but how that diminishes anything Jordan does. You leave your team better than when you came. So the fact that they were able to keep winning and be just as good without him, that doesn't diminish what Jordan did. They couldn't win it without him, but they were able to still be a good team, which is what a good GM should do. They shouldn't have a team where you're losing just because you one player leaves. If your team is that bad that one player leaving totally makes you a non-playoff team or a lottery team, then your GM did not do a very good job. So with that said, the fact that Jordan and those Bulls three-peated twice, and when we think about the history, George Mikan, Bill Russell, Jordan, Shaq, and Kobe are the only superstar players that were able to three-peat. So that's a very short list. And, we could talk about, some of Bill Russell's teammates, but, Bill Russell was the MVP level player on that team. So the fact that so few have done it, it's a big deal. And, I get it. It's overused. It's kind of some people's rebuttal to when they're talking, LeBron stats or Kareem or whatever. Well, he's 6-0, he's undefeated, which he is. And I think it's a valid point, but maybe it's not as, that's like many people say, it's a team achievement. So, it doesn't weigh as heavy as certain, statistics and accolades and things of that nature, but it's still important. It's not, I don't understand how it's overrated, because that's saying that, championships and winning championships and being undefeated is an overrated achievement, which is just insane. But that's just how I feel. Anything else from you guys as far as Omar from House of Highlights and his commentary?
The only quick thing I have to say, he wants to talk about overrated, but we talk about now that if a team who wins a championship don't repeat, that they weren't really a consistent team. So him being able to do it three times should show his level of consistency and his competitive nature to keep winning.
Absolutely, because out of the top five, who's done it. And most people's top fives, they have, Jordan, LeBron, Kareem. Kareem's never done it. Magic never did it. Tim Duncan never did it. So, he's in a small group of people that were able to not only three-peat, but three-peat twice and pretty much dominate, for the most part. So, yeah, so we're gonna move on from that. It's been a big topic, but I think we said our piece on that. If anybody in the chat has anything they want to chime in more to, let us
Quick
know.
question:
What's up?
who you think? Taking Cottage's question right here. Not going to say who's the better, like who had the greater career, but offensively, Durant or MJ, better player.
And we're just talking offensively.
We're just talking offensively. Who y'all taking?
I think Jordan.
You got Jordan over a 7-foot scoring machine?
I do.
As much as I love Jordan, I probably have to pick Kevin Durant just with his size and what he's able to do. He could do a lot more scoring against bigger and smaller people.
Yeah, he's
I think
definitely a wonky mismatch for sure. But we got CW?
Yeah, I think from a just a pure shooter perspective, yeah, I'm gonna take Kevin Durant, obviously. But if I'm talking about who I need to get a bucket, Jordan's post up game is one of is to me an underrated aspect of his game. He was almost automatic from if you gave him a post up, he was almost automatic from anywhere in that mid range area, and KD can be, but I just think that Jordan, the only thing we knock him is on his 3-point shot, which he wasn't a bad 3-point shooter. He just didn't take them a lot. So, I think if I needed a bucket, I would go with Jordan before I would go with Durant in a high pressure situation.
Okay.
But overall, I mean, I can see arguments for KD being better overall as a offensive player, but Jordan had a little bit more spring, so he could attack the basket to me a little better than KD can. But we're trying to do a 3-point contest. I would much rather have KD than I would Jordan.
Yeah, looking at their like mid-range like percentages, they're pretty comparable. Although I think KD's peak mid-range season is superior to that of Michael Jordan's, and of course the 3-point shot. MJ that era didn't really shoot that many threes, so I don't hold that too much against him because MJ could shoot, he just didn't get to shoot the volume that players today shoot. But yeah, like better offensively, I'd give Jordan the edge just narrowly, just because I think he's more of an aggressive scorer. Because one of the things that they mess with KD for is the fact that he's got all these offensive tools, but he can come across as a bit passive, and no one ever gets MJ or calls MJ passive. So yeah, I'm still going to give MJ a slight edge, even though I think Kevin Durant makes it look a little bit easier. Being 7 foot.
Yeah, I like that comment. Yeah, he does make it look easier than Jordan. 6'6" versus 7 foot is
That's a 7-foot
it's a little different.
Unfortunately, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that question in there since we were getting some engagement.
Salute Sturdy and salute everybody in the chat. So we kind of breezed. I mean, we ripped through that one pretty quickly. But let's go to before we go into our I guess this is kind of our main topic, but who does everybody have? I think we've done this a little bit, but we're gonna do it again. Who are your top 5 teams in the East and West?
Like going into this season?
Yeah, going into this season, who are the top teams? Who do you feel like 1 through 5 for the West, 1 through 5 for the East? We've touched on it on past shows, but I just want to. So once we get into this over under thing, we can kind of have a better understanding for everybody's comments. So Big Notch, who do you have top 5 in the East this season?
Whew, the East. Dang, I thought you was gonna start me with the West.
No, that's
Okay,
a
yeah, because
little
the
easier.
East is nasty.
East is rough.
All right, I'll say Cleveland. I'll say the Knicks. Whew, and after that it gets scary. um, I think you'd have to throw in. I'm gonna throw in Orlando since they made some pretty decent upgrades. And then 4 and 5. I gotta throw Atlanta in there for my hot takes. And then
Jesus
after
Okay.
that,
Christ.
Good.
we'll round it out with Milwaukee. Probably, I think they'll probably find their way as in the top 5 seed. But I think the East this year is going to be like I'm talking about. We might not see like more than like 6 teams crack 40 wins. Like it might get that bad in the East. And the
Dang.
West is going to like the West is going to use the East as like a bye week because I'm trying to tell you it's going to get
Man,
bad. It's
you
going to
kind
get
of
bad.
harsh on the East, man.
Because the West has been superior for so long, but especially this season when you got your top guns all injured, and it's like some of these teams, like these fringe teams like Boston and Indiana, who have their star player out, they might be more incentivized to lose more games than try to compete for a play-in playoff spot because it might benefit them down the road. So that's kind of why I'm thinking it's getting nasty over there. But yeah, that's for East. And then West is pretty easy. You got the Thunder, Rockets, Nuggets. I think if we're just talking on paper, I think we got to throw the Timberwolves, and then I think the Clippers probably round out that top 5. Although the Lakers are somewhere there, but I'm not gonna go there today. So that's the top 5 in the West and East.
All right. So Iron Man has OKC, the Rockets, Nuggets, Timberwolves, and Lakers. Kind of similar to your top 5. Let me go get the Hawk real quick because he didn't get to comment on the MJ Omar House of Highlight stuff. Do you have any further comments on that? Do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I gotta be controversial, bro.
Okay.
Truthfully, like now I'm joking, but I don't want to be controversial. But I just feel like Ewing King's Speech Road was saying, um, I feel like this all stemmed from a Bron versus Jordan argument. And Bron fans don't like that you use the 6-0, so they point out all the bad things that could be possibly pointed out to negate this argument of Jordan being 6-0 in the finals. Then you bring up how the team was after he retires, and then how they got to a conference finals. I mean, that's fine, you got to a conference finals, but those players weren't those players before they got to him. He made those players those players. That's the work and practice. That's what made those players like that. Then you come back, you win 3 again. I mean, it's yeah, like I was saying, the Celtics did it with Bill Russell, but nobody else in history has had 6 championships really without a break. I mean, he took a break because of unfortunate circumstances, but when he played the entire season, he didn't lose from the time he started winning till when he retired. Oh,
Agree.
yeah, that's all I gotta say on
And also, who's your top 5 out east and your top 5 out west for this coming season?
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting on Nas to bring that Atlanta in there. That was the first thing I thought about when he started talking about it. But truthfully, the East is nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. So it's definitely the Cavs, the Knicks. I still think the Pacers might make a little noise. It is gonna be rough, but still think they might make a little noise. Detroit and Orlando.
Okay. Interesting. And how about out west? Who you got out west?
No, I got OKC. Definitely the Rockets, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves. I can't say LA. I'm not gonna lie. I believe they're like a piece away. So I think the Mavericks.
That's okay.
Top
Okay.
5?
Yeah. If they stay
Whew.
healthy, yeah. They stay
They
healthy,
don't. They,
yes. I
they ain't
believe
gonna
they'll
have
go far.
Kyrie for like the first half of the season, though.
That's fine. What you gonna do on the back end? I
I
gotta see
mean,
their schedule. I haven't looked at their schedule. I don't know. Did they make it yet?
Yeah, the schedules are out.
I haven't looked at their schedule. I mean, if they play a bunch of East teams in the beginning, I think they'll be all right.
I mean, yeah.
Especially if they
If
play Atlanta.
oh heck, don't do that. Don't do Atlanta like that. Because Dallas got some shot creation problems. Because like, where are they going to get that shot creation from without
Hey
Kyrie?
man, the young boy might surprise you.
Man,
Whoa,
Coop ain't no shot
Cooper
creator,
flag.
man.
Cooper
Come on,
flag.
man.
Cooper flag.
Hey,
Nigel,
listen.
you put your chips in
There's a
on
lot of
D-Wade.
people that say stuff like that. Then they go in the camp and come out a different person. But you
Man,
don't never know where he gonna be until he come out.
I saw Coop at Duke, and one of the main reasons why they didn't
Listen,
go all the way is because he couldn't get his own shot down the stretch.
and that's something that he might have been working on all summer.
You're
He's
gonna
got the
need
perfect
more
coach.
than an
He's
off
got the
season to
perfect
work
coach.
off that. That's
Exactly.
you got to get.
I mean, it's like Jason Kidd said, he was gonna put him in uncomfortable situations and
Perfect coach.
make
Yeah.
him do different things. So even though he might not create his own shot, he created a whole bunch of shots for other people.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely got the perfect coach to start creating other people's shots.
I gotta see it. Ain't no way I'm putting Dallas 5 fully healthy.
I
Maybe,
mean,
but
listen,
without Kyrie
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what
rest
I'm
of
saying.
the
But
season,
that's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
do it.
If AD stay healthy, when Kai come back, I believe they'll make some noise.
Hold on. Who'd you put at your 5 again, Nige?
The Thunder, Rockets, Nuggets, Clippers, and Timberwolves.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they gotta
I'm not
stay
mad at
healthy
that.
because the Clippers is geriatric. I love them. I like
Oh,
I like the
man.
squad on paper. I do, but I want to see everybody play 75 games. I don't think it's gonna happen.
So that's definitely not going to happen. Not for the Clippers. That's definitely not happening. But I just think
This is
on
a
paper,
hater,
I
man.
think I'm giving them their respect because
Yeah.
we had this big back and forth with CW and Ron Dog. I was apparently disrespecting the Clippers because I
You
wasn't a
were.
believer. But I
Disrespect.
think
Nah,
regular
man.
season wise, they straight.
Look,
It's just
King's Speech is
postseason.
telling you right now, Zubac will be all NBA this year. They got the perfect team to go far.
I don't know about all NBA. What team?
Was he third team this year? All NBA third team, I think.
No, I'm
No,
saying I
I'm
think
just
he's
trying to make
saying,
sure he's not about to say first.
oh, no, he ain't gonna be first team.
Nah, he ain't gonna be
I
first.
was gonna say I like Zubac, but you jogged
Nah,
that.
he ain't.
Come on, baby.
He ain't got enough clout to be first team all NBA unless he just
Listen,
puts up.
he
Yeah,
might put up 20 and 15.
I still don't see him giving it
Dude,
because
this man King Speech need to stop with this Lakers not making the playoffs, but Portland will. Get
No,
out,
I'm not
dog.
gonna say that. I'm
Dog.
not gonna say that.
Come on, bro. That's
I
crazy.
believe there'll be a 6 seed though.
Man, listen, look, let's just
all right,
put this put
wait,
that terrible take back up there, man. The
put it up
world
there.
needed
Okay,
to
put the
see.
Lakers not.
Put that back up there. All right. Now, when this is wrong, I want everybody to be receipts because this is there's hating and then there's good. This is egregious. All right. Come on, y'all. Portland, come on, man.
No, I'm not doing that.
Nasty word.
I think King
Now
Speech
you're
got about
talking
2 or
over me.
3
Last
2 or 3 bets on that one topic on the Lakers not making the playoffs. So
Even if the Lakers miss it, I'm not picking Portland to take them out. I'm not going there.
Come on, Iron Man, don't say that.
With who? Like
that's what I'm saying. Where are they getting the offense from to be a playoff team? And
I'm not gonna say that they won't be a playoff team. I'm not gonna say that because they might surprise you. But I'm trying to figure out where they're gonna be above the Lakers at.
King Speech said, I mean, I think Portland will be a scrappy team. So I mean, we're gonna get to all that. I'm gonna let
they'll probably be in the play-in.
Nasty.
Okay, Rondo, who do you got top 5 out east and then top 5 out west.
All right, the East, I got Cavs, Knicks. The third one, I'll probably go Bucks. I have to put my dogs in there, the Pistons. And the fifth one, I'll throw the Pacers a bone for the fifth spot.
Hey, no love for Orlando.
Oh wait, yeah, no, right, no, I'll put the Magic above the Pacers this year. Yeah, I freaking forgot about the Magic.
And how
And then,
about out west?
and then out west, I got Thunder, Rockets, Denver, and the fourth spot, I got the Wolves being four, and then probably Lakers being fifth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my boy.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not. So for me, out east, I have the Cavs. I think they will be a good team. The Knicks, I'm going with Rondo. I think the Bucks will be third. Orlando fourth, and fifth. I'm going Detroit. I think Detroit proved this year that they're going to be a playoff team for the next couple of seasons, and I don't think they got any worse. I think Cade Cunningham's going to be a little bit better this year. So yeah, I got Detroit fifth. Out west, y'all just aren't. Y'all are still in that OKC high, but the Rockets will be number one.
Wow.
OKC will be two.
What?
The Nuggets will be three. Now this is where
Rockets
it's going to
at
be tricky.
one?
Chuck said Rockets at one.
Fourth will be the Clippers, and fifth will be the Timberwolves.
I'm not mad at the teams. I don't like the order. But I'm not mad at the teams.
Okay.
Facts.
I think Rockets will be a very good regular season team. I think they'll fizzle out in the playoffs, but I think they're going to be a really good regular season team.
I
Okay,
think
I'll take that.
Gonna,
As long as KD don't get hurt in the layup line.
I know.
Facts.
I think Oklahoma's just gonna run. I think Oklahoma's just gonna run the regular season again like they did this year.
You know, honestly, I think they're going to take somewhat of a Boston last year approach where now they know they can win a championship. I don't think they're going to, I don't think they're going to want to just impose their will on teams. I think they're going to, win when they have to, but they're going to take their foot off the gas a little bit because they know it's going to be, for them, it'll likely be a long season. So I don't think they're going to just bulldoze teams. I mean, obviously the West is going to destroy any East team they play for the most part. Maybe not the Knicks or Cavs, but barring those two, I think they're going to run over any East team. So they're going to get easy wins. So, but I think they'll take the Boston approach and not try to just be on another level when it comes to the regular season.
I think we're going to see two West teams with 60 wins next season, for sure.
Okay. Well, we're going to do our over-under, but before we get there, do you want to say who those teams are? Because you have OKC and Houston, you're 1 and 2, so it would have to be those two teams. You think those two teams are going to be 60-win teams?
Nah, I think OKC, but I think Denver is going to be a 60-win team next year.
I thought you had them third.
I didn't put them in a specific order. You just said top five.
Okay. So I thought we put them in. Okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. Denver's definitely probably the second. Yeah, they're probably my second best team in the West.
Okay.
Over the Rockets?
Yeah, I got them. Like regular season wise, like I said, the Rockets could win a decent amount of games and maybe even more than the Nuggets, but I'm picking the Thunder and the Nuggets to win 60 games next season, especially with what they got over there in the East.
King Speech said Boston's going to be tough to beat. What you guys think?
And does anybody even know they're starting center?
I think it's Tillman or that Brazo guy.
Tough to beat. Man,
man. What?
And what's up, King Speech?
I mean, I like JB, but he is not JT, bro.
That's true. That's very much true. So we hear King's Speech, but we hear some
Hey,
background.
hey, what's up, guys? I didn't mean to just jump in.
What's going on?
I'm just now getting in, man. Boy, I've been traveling since I flew out of Raleigh, Durham at about two yesterday.
Oh,
wow! Yeah, it was a journey. I had 4 flights, but I made it. 4 flights in a bus ride, but I made it.
You've been traveling.
Yeah.
So, care to expound on Boston's going to be a tough team to beat?
Yeah, I mean, coaching. See, it's so funny, right? Now, compare this to the '94 Bulls. Like, when you have a good system in place, Boston had a floor system, but they had a good system. Hey, Baba, yeah, I'm so good. My son wants my attention, but yeah, Boston had a good system in place. So yes, they lost. Obviously, they had to break something down. They had to, at center they're going something different. But I think between the defense and the 3-point shooting, you step up Peyton Pritchard. Look out for Peyton Pritchard in that starting lineup. Look out for Jaylen Brown becoming more of an elite scorer. Now his knee got to hold up. Let's see what that's about. But I think just like if we talk about the 55-win '94 Bulls, both Indiana and Boston will be tough. Now they won't be, obviously they won't win. I'll say they won't win 50 games, but they will compete for the playoff spot. So they're not done. They're not true contenders, but they're not done. They're gonna be hard to beat. And so therefore, I think they got good enough system and coaching in place to be tough.
I rock with that. I thought you were saying like they was gonna be a contender.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got them. Well, I actually thought about it, and I put Boston as the 5th seed over Milwaukee because I still think Milwaukee. First of all, I think Doc Rivers is overrated, and as much as I love Giannis, I think roster wise, I don't see unless you tell me Porter Jr. steps up and is like a real everyday, and that's the problem. Is he an everyday point guard? They can play off of Giannis' playmaking. Well, if that's the case, then yeah. But I actually like Peyton Pritchard. I think Peyton Pritchard will actually be a pretty good player. Is he more than just a 6-man? I think he will be. Again, also Derek White. He's another guy. Steps up, scores few more points. They play a little bit more defense. Maybe they don't take as many threes next year. But Boston, the system in place. You got to remember this squad back when it was that year Kyrie was there. Well, they were the 2nd seed, and Kyrie went down, and they still marched to the conference finals and took, as you know, LeBron James' Cavs to 7 games. With Rozier and the 2 young Jays. The Jays were young. The Jays were like in their rookie in the 2nd, 3rd years back then. So I think there's enough pedigree in Boston and enough coaching in place where they're not going to be nothing nasty like 38 and 44. No, they'll probably be mid to high 40s in win total, and that might be good enough to get that 5 and 6. Again, same thing with Indiana. The system is there. Nembhard then steps into the role. Siakam steps up as point guard. Siakam, they're going to ask more out of Siakam. They're going to rely more on Obi Toppin, Mathurin, Neesmith. Remember, Neesmith was a 50, 40, 90 player. That doesn't go away because of no Halley, So, look, I'm going to tell you this because I'm a guy who back in '94 remember saying, hey, isn't Jordan retired, but the Bulls are not going to be an easy out. And I said that with Phil Jackson, see, remember, the coaching is in place, the system is in place. Now, of course, Bulls took a step back offensively. Defensively, they had almost everything they needed there to compete. And that's why they won 55 games. So based on the subject about because I think that's one of the most overrated things too. Oh, the Bulls were almost going to win it. No, they were levels down from the championship Bulls, but they were still competitive and a hard out, as my Knicks learned that year in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't follow the Celtics. The Celtics decent. I can't rock with their system like that. Like they got a system, but they don't have the triangle. It's nothing like that. Like I don't see them mid-40s. I'll take it maybe, but I don't think they're gonna be in the 5 seeds. They probably 6 or 7.
Well, yeah, that depends on how many wins the 5 seed takes. Like if Milwaukee gets it together and they get back to being a 50-win team, they play enough defense, then yeah, they probably won't, and they'll knock the Celtics down to 6 or the play-in.
That's what I'm
but
saying. I put more.
yeah.
I put more. I believe Giannis will get it done before them.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, and those who like Atlanta, I mean, okay. Number one, you're relying on a guy like Kristaps Porzingis who's never healthy. And I don't like Trae Young's leadership. Y'all got to remember, Trae Young flamed out in the play-in tournament. Let's not forget that. He flamed out, and they didn't make the playoffs at all. So, I mean, I know they got I know they get Jalen Johnson back, and that's a big deal. If Jalen Johnson steps up and is that guy, then you know what? Okay, I can see it, but and also obviously Dyson Daniels as one of the elite defenders in the game. But
it's a perfect segue because we're going to jump right into Bleacher Reports.
Can I say one thing about what Keith Speech
for
said?
the upcoming season? What was that?
I said, can I say one thing about what King's speech said about the Celtics?
Yeah.
I just don't know where you're seeing Peyton Pritchard going to be a decent starting point guard. Whenever he started during the season, he shot so bad. He's a certified bench 6-man to me. He is better coming off the bench than starting.
I mean, they said the same thing about Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford, great 6-man. Great.
But he can start and give you 52. I mean, I'm not saying Peyton Pritchard is Jamal Crawford, not at all. But as people adapt to their roles, he knew he wasn't going to be a starter before. That's you putting him in an uncomfortable situation, so he might be all right. He might be serviceable.
Yeah, and that's it. So everybody got to give a little bit more than what they used to, and guess what? They might relish the opportunity. Peyton Pritchard is one of these guys that nobody expected to do much, and he's carved out a really good career for himself. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll take this opportunity because really, I mean, well, they saying to bring in Anthony Simons. Don't forget that's a lot of some more scoring as well. So they bring Anthony Simons off the bench, and they're gonna start him. And I'm sure they'll work out. Maybe they can play small ball. There's a lot of things that and again, you're right. There's not a triangle system, but for considering this era of that spread them out, take a lot of threes era. And again, like I said, I don't think they're going to go ham and take more threes and twos this year, especially with Jaylen Brown being your main guy because he's not even really a good 3-point shooter. But I do think they'll work out a game plan enough to make themselves hard to beat, So I can see some small ball lineup with Jaylen Brown at the 4 because, especially closeout game, that's hard. If you get Simons, Pritchard, White, Brown at the 4 and just throw in a big man. I know they lost Al Horford. That's a big. Then I was reading he went to Golden State, right?
I don't know if it's fully confirmed yet.
I kept seeing. Well, I didn't see it from Shams. I didn't see it, but I seen it all over Twitter. So it looks like I don't know. It looks like he's probably not probably not coming back to Port. Yeah. I mean, because they're already capped out. The fact of the matter, they're already capped out. And Boston can't afford them. But, like I said, I can see a lot of that. They throwing up the unconventional hard-to-guard lineup because they played unconventional in the first place, taking all those threes. They were hard. Trust me, they were hard to guard. Now, playoff-wise, that's a different story. But regular season-wise, I think they'll score enough points to be tough. And, they got the system defense in there. I'm just saying. Look, at the end of the day, you're trying to find in the East who's, who can be, obviously the bulk of the talent is out west. But I think these guys will play enough.
So
They'll
with
score enough to make
yeah,
themselves tough.
okay. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, go through this Bleacher Report. So let's start with the Atlanta Hawks. Of course, they're going alphabetical. They have the Atlanta Hawks going 47 and 35. Are we saying that should be over
Under,
that or under that?
under,
So
under
we'll
that.
start with Big Nige. What's over or under for the, because I think you have them in the playoffs.
I'm gonna give him the over on that.
Oh man.
Drug test,
It's not gonna
please.
be by that much because they said
Give me
46
a
and a
drug
half.
test.
Yeah, I think they could win. They could win more than 46 and a half games. Like they said, the projected 47-35. I mean, that's probably a fair assessment of this team.
Okay.
And I think King's Speech only doesn't like Trae Young because of what Trae Young did to the Knicks in 2021. But that's neither here nor there. So
Damn.
just throwing that out there. But yeah, I think
I
they'll
knew
win
that was
more
coming.
than they're going to win more than 46 and a half games. But to say they're like a 60-win team or nothing like that, no. But could they win 50 if if everything flows right and the rest of the East just keeps falling off? I
Stop
can
it.
see it, but definitely I'm gonna go more than I think they can win at least 47, 48 games this season and get like a top 5, top 6 seed.
All right, Hulk. I think you had them in your top five too. Over or under
I
47
did.
wins.
I did not.
Okay.
But there, I'll take the under.
Okay. Smart man. Smart man. Rondo, over or under 47 wins for
Under
the
the table, comfortably. Under the table.
Comfortably. Y'all gonna have to make something make sense to me when we get further down this list.
All right.
Because
I don't know. Is King Speak still on? I can't
Yeah,
see.
I'm here. I'm here. I just had to mute up
Okay.
because I got our son in the background. But
Okay. Over or under.
under and a big nice. What Trey Young did to the playoffs was 5 years ago. Going on 5 years ago. What he just did in the playing tournament was last year. We got to the conference finals. Jalen Brunson is better than Trey Young. I'm just saying. Again, Trey Young is a phenomenal player. I think leadership wise, he's your guy. I think if Jalen, like I said, Jalen Johnson, if he steps up and becomes that guy that we think he can be, and he plays the whole season, all right, they got better chances. But I see under again a team that just flamed out, and I know y'all going to Boston, so let me just stick there and say Boston is a definite over because there's too much pedigree for them to be a losing team.
Okay. For Atlanta, I'm gonna say slightly under. They're in the East, so I think they'll win some games So I'm gonna say slightly under, but that's not a bad range. 40, I say 45, 44, 43, something like that. For Boston, I think that's the perfect record for them. So I think that's a good number for the Boston Celtics. Big Nige will go around again. Big Nige, over under for Boston, 38 wins.
I kind of agree with you on this one. I think this is a pretty fair spot to put them, just because them losing Jason Tatum is a very big deal for this team, especially in the playmaking department. It kind of tears up their switchability on defense because Tatum's able to. He's a versatile enough defender to switch on to like most modern day bigs. So while keeping your offensive output from him, while keeping him on the floor. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna play this season out, but yeah, I think 38 wins is probably fair. But if I were to go over and under, whatever, I think it might be 37 and a half. I'd probably go slightly over and say they could probably win 40 games this season, but no more than 40.
Okay, that's fair. Hulk, over under 38 wins
Truthfully,
for the Boston Celtics.
that's exactly where I had them at 40 wins. So I'm gonna take the over.
Okay.
I since Jason Tatum got hurt last year, I believe since training camp start, people will be more comfortable in their roles, knowing exactly what their job is. So I believe people will know that they have to step up and be a playmaker because JT is not there. Jalen Brown, I like Rose said, I don't believe that they're going to shoot that many threes. Well, they will. I don't believe that Jalen Brown will. I think he's going to be more of a slasher. He's going to initiate more of the offense himself. I'll take the over.
Rondo over under for 38 wins for the Boston Celtics.
You guys are gonna be mad at me, but I'm taking the under. They have to prove to me that they
Man,
can even get to 33 wins.
Dang.
in
They
the
have to
East,
show me.
in the East.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you
man.
said,
You
Pacers have a better chance than they do.
All
you know
right.
they got 52 games against the East, right?
Hey man, I don't care. They are gonna have to prove it to me in sweat and blood.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Not as crazy as your Hawk take.
Hey, the Hawks will be better than the Celtics. You can go ahead and book that too. So
All right. Well,
Uh,
let's move
I'll
on to
take the
the.
push.
What's up?
I think that's a push.
Oh,
you don't think Atlanta's gonna be better than the Celtics next season?
Nah, if anything, I think they'll be about even. They'll be about 2 games apart.
That's crazy. Especially with Jalen Johnson coming back. They lost him for half of the season, right? Like
What's
if they don't lose him, they
Are they
don't
gonna lose him for half of this season?
no. They were
Man,
40 and
we said that
42
about
with
Andrew
Jalen
Bynum.
Johnson playing
Now,
half of the season.
Now, Big Knives, remember this when you're talking about those Clippers because you always say you're
Yeah.
not going to be there. So you're predicting health for one player. Don't
He just missed half the season, unlike somebody Kawhi Leonard who's known for missing multiple stretches
okay.
of multiple
Come on,
seasons.
bro. He really be hurt, bro. Cut it
Like,
out.
come
Exactly.
on, like let's not do that. Jalen Johnson's young, so
Okay. I mean, you
Like,
talking like
he young
Kawhi
and
is
injured. He ain't supposed to be young and injured, bro.
going to be on
Sounds like a
Social
double standard.
Security soon.
no, I got a track record with Kawhi Leonard. I don't got a track record with Jalen Johnson. He's still young. So
So we're going to keep moving. Brooklyn Nets projected at 24 wins. King's Speech, Brooklyn Nets, more than 24 or less than 24?
That's an under because I think they'll be openly tanking. They'll be openly tanking. I think they want the BYU big man. So yeah.
Okay. Big Nige, over under, Brooklyn Nets.
yeah, I'm going under. I love to see what Michael Porter Jr. does. You know, I love to see him and Cam Thomas fight for the ball and all these shots. But yeah, they're definitely going to be tanking, and yeah, they probably win like maybe 20. They're going to probably be this year's Washington Wizards.
Oof. Okay. Hawk, over under 24 wins for Brooklyn.
I give him 19, bro.
19. Dang, y'all just killing the Brooklyn Nets. All right. Rondo, over under for the Nets.
Slightly under.
Dang. Well, I'm gonna be the contrarian. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say they're going to be a little bit better than. I'm gonna give them 28 wins this season. Oh, dang, over on 20. Oh, ouch.
I think Michael Porter might go crazy this year, but I don't think they're doing anything though.
Yeah, I think he's got something to prove. I mean,
Crazy building houses, maybe.
Hey man, my man said he's not a spot up shooter. He ain't getting his bag.
Oh,
He's
man,
great for TV though. He's a great podcast dude because he just be saying some wild stuff lately.
He is dumb.
they dumping the worst teams in the league on us up front, but Charlotte Hornets projected with a 35-47 win record. Big Nice over under for the Charlotte Hornets with 35 wins.
Yeah, I just don't see 30 wins for this team, especially if LaMelo's just you can't count on him to be your franchise point guard. Yeah, and them not even trying to get Ace Bailey and going with Knuppel, you know. Hey man, it's just what it is at this point.
The way y'all talking, these top Eastern teams gonna be like 70-win teams. The way y'all.
I mean, because the East is that bad, and like the Charlotte Hornets didn't do anything to prove to me that they're going to win almost double the games they won last season because they won 19. They didn't show me a 16-win improvement with this roster. So no, I'm going under.
All right. Hulk, over under 35 wins for the Charlotte Hornets.
I'll take the over.
Good man.
I went to a game of theirs last year, and this is when the Clippers are actually playing well. They gave them a run for their money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was without LaMelo. So I believe that they'll be a decent team, but they're not going nowhere because LaMelo gonna play like 40 games maybe.
Okay. Rondo, Charlotte Hornets over or under 35 wins.
If the Ball brother plays more this season, I'll give him the slide over.
Okay. Slight over. King's Speech, Charlotte Hornets 35 over or under.
Now we just gave the credence to Jalen Johnson being healthy this season. Y'all forget Brandon Miller was out for like 20 games in.
Mm-hmm.
They get Brandon Miller back. What if they get a relatively healthy LaMelo Ball? I have a feeling that's coming. And Canupo, why would they go for Ace Bailey when they already have Brandon Miller? I mean, I think that's that Canupo with the outside shooting in this day and age, seems like the better pick. So I actually like what he adds, and I'll say over. I'll say they'll get to 36, and they'll be trying to knock on the door. Well, yeah, we're getting Brandon Miller back and getting a healthy LaMelo 70 games or so. I say they'll win. I'll say they'll win some games.
Just for clarity, LaMelo hasn't played 75 games since his second season. All right, the last 3 seasons he's played 36, 22, 47. So he's building that Kawhi level pedigree of just taking games and just not
That's
playing
the worst thing, Kawhi.
Bro, you're not about to keep doing this with Kawhi, bro.
So in the words of Jim Carrey, so you're telling me there's a chance?
He right there with Zion Williamson when it comes to durability. Can't count on him.
Oh man, Mr. Gloom and Doom.
But you're not about to keep putting them in the same group as Kawhi, though, bro. LaMelo hurt his finger. He out for 20 games.
For real.
I'm gonna say slightly over 35. I think the Hornets will be a decent team. And
decent?
I'm talking health for LaMelo. I'm
in
saying
the East,
LaMelo,
man.
Yeah, I mean, 36.
Yeah, 37 wins could be the 10 speed.
I'm not talking to you, man. I was talking to Nige, man. When he said in the East like that. Yeah, he in the East, man. They'll be decent in the East.
Yeah. They like the bottom. They are like one of the bottom teams in the East. They right down there.
They got a young core. I think they'll win some games. They beat the Lakers last year, so.
That's not a big
So moving on, Chicago Bulls projected 35, same as the Hornets. I mean, everybody East can't be 30-win team. So Big Nines, Chicago over or under 35 wins.
I'm gonna go over. They won 39 games last year. I mean, I know that was in part because of like the Levine trades. I think they had Levine for like half of that or whatever before he got moved in the deadline to the Kings. I'm not a huge fan of the package they got in return, but I got them winning around the same amount of games this year. So yeah, for that reason, I got them slightly over 35 wins this season, probably like 40 and 42 if I took a guess.
Okay. Also a team that beat the Lakers.
Wow.
Oh my God. See this guy.
Chicago Bulls over under 35 wins.
Hey, bro. After this season, we're not taking no more Lakers slander, bro. Once this season's over, that's done. But I'm taking the over, bro.
Okay. Hawk taking the over for the Bulls. Rondo.
Yes, sir.
Chicago Bulls. Over.
I am going to give them the slight over to 40 games because against the Lakers they did get them 4 back-to-back stops to take them. So yeah, I'll give the Bulls 40.
I think they'll be in the playoffs. King's Speech 35 over or under for the Bulls.
Oh,
Teamspeak
is
still
he?
there?
Nah, I
No.
don't think so. Nah, he dropped off.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll keep going. I think the Bulls will be a playoff team actually, more than 35 wins.
For sure.
Cleveland Cavaliers, 57 wins. Will they be over 57 or under? Big Notch. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I got them over 57 wins. I think they're gonna try to make a little bit of kind of resurgence from like what happened in the postseason last year. Obviously, they were hurt, and I think they're gonna look to redeem themselves. Now, to how many games, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they could win 60 games this season. It might go more like 58, 59 because they might choose to rest some of their starting players to prevent what happened in the first round last year and into the rest of the postseason for them. But yeah, I got them over 57 wins.
Okay. Hulk wins. Are we going over or under for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Who I think we all picked if we were ranking them by their placement in the East. I think most of us ranked them in first place. So over or under.
I got them over. I feel like they're going to torture the East, everywhere except the Knicks. Truthfully, um, that they'll get a couple wins off the West. That's almost 60 right there.
Yeah. How about you, Rondo? Cleveland Cavs over or under 57 wins?
I am going to give them the over at 60 wins.
Yeah, I think they're easy over.
Mhm.
Just based on them being out east, I think they stack up pretty much better than almost every team. Like Hawk said, the Knicks will probably give them some trouble. I'm gonna say Milwaukee. I know y'all, we got people in here that don't think Milwaukee will be much, but I think they'll give them trouble. Those are only two teams I think and Orlando. I think Orlando can give them some trouble. But everybody else is a cakewalk. Moving on to Cooper Flag and the Dallas Mavericks, projected at 42 wins. That's kind of low, but Big Nines, you're not too high on the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh my goodness.
42. Do you think
He's been
over or
talking
under
them up the
42?
last couple of pods. What are you
That's what I'm
talking about?
saying. I've been hyping them up, especially
He
over
has been.
another team. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay, my bad.
42 and 40. Without Kyrie, I still think they'll win more than 42 games, especially if you get Kyrie in the back end of the season and y'all do match up against some trash teams out east. So yeah, I can definitely see them winning more than 42. I don't know by like how much more, but I think if I were to take a guess, I think they'd probably be in like the 48 range, assuming AD's health and assuming they get Kyrie back at least halfway through the season. So those two big ifs, but if not, then they're probably around 42. Then if they don't
Okay.
get those two,
All right, Hawk. 42 wins. Are you going over or under for the Dallas Mavericks?
I got them over, man. I don't know. Is Kyrie projected to come back like around All Star.
After All Star.
Definitely got them over. I got them at 50.
Ooh, that's okay.
What?
I
that's
got
that's
50.
that's big.
I think they're going to feast on the East, bro.
Okay.
They got that's a good 20-25 wins against the East.
They good on the
Well, I
glass,
mean,
good defensively, but I just don't know where you get in the shot creation. I mean, I can see some playmaking with D'Lo, and AD can play make at the four sometimes, but I
Yeah.
don't know where you can get shot creation from.
As long as AD stay healthy, you run the offense through AD.
yep.
Man, but that's a gamble in itself. Like, come on.
I mean, you saw AD. You saw AD before he went to LA, right?
Yeah,
It's
and it
not
was
like
like,
he can't carry a team, bro.
10 years ago, maybe.
Did
I mean,
you
that's
also
fine. Listen. As long as he stay healthy, that just mean that he got smarter. That's all.
his first week with the Mavs, he got hurt? What are you talking
That's
about?
that's fine, bro. He rushed back. He was already
Oh,
hurt. Hey man, I just need another bubble year. Like give me a couple months, then give my man a couple months off. He gonna get 50 wins.
All right. Rondo, 42 wins. Are you going over or under for Dallas?
I'll be respectful. I'll give them a couple games over. That's it.
Yeah. You want to go in their order?
Okay. I will say that Dallas. I'll say slightly over. I think they're going to be. I don't. I'm not. I can't say 50. Definitely not.
No one
But
should say 50.
45. 46. I think they'll be in that range. And I think they're going to be. I know Big Nine's talking about the shot creation and all that, but I think, like I said, Jason Kidd will have them prepared for the regular season and have Cooper, D'Lo, those guys knowing what to do to get the ball where it needs to go and to score points. So, and they're good defensively too.
For sure.
That's
Yeah,
exactly why they're gonna hit 50, baby.
yeah. I'm back upstage. I don't know if y'all want my take on the
Okay,
last
yeah,
couple.
I can't see who's on the stage. So,
Yes, it's King's Beast. King's Beast.
okay.
Yeah. So quickly, Cavs, I got under because I think Cavs got a little culture issue, a little bit of a culture issue there, being what happened in the playoffs, guys not suiting up. But I still like them to be a good team, of course. I just don't like them to get that 60 wins. Ah, shit, I'm off. All right.
All right, so he thinks he's going to go less than 57 for Cleveland. So we'll move on. Comes back. We'll revisit some of that. The Denver Nuggets projected to win 54 games. If I can get this thing right, Big Nine over under 54 wins for the Denver Nuggets.
I'm going over. I think you're going to see another amazing season from Jokic, the best player in basketball. You're giving him, more help with Kim, and give him a backup big. You got Bruce Brown back, who can do some of the things that Russell Westbrook has done for them, albeit probably a little bit more consistently. So yeah, I think you're going to see a more like revitalized Nikola Jokic. You're giving him more defensive help, and you're going to see him more engaged. So all that to say, I think they'll, like I said, I think they're going to win 60 games this season, in
Hold on.
large part because of
You
their
turn
new.
that down. Okay, Hawk over under 54 wins for the Denver Nuggets.
Truth. I mean, I'll say over. I kind of feel like they're gonna be at 54 wins though, truthfully. Because they did improve, but truthfully, I don't see them really. They're gonna be a great team, but I don't see them as a real contender for the title.
Okay. Well, you
What?
had me for a second, and then you lost
Hey
me.
man, I said what I said, my guy.
They're not contender.
I said what I
They
said, my guy.
OKC to 7 games.
A
That's fine.
non-contender that took the champions to
Okay,
7 games.
OKC made a lot of mistakes though in games that they could have just closed people out. They did a lot of stuff like Indiana. They could have closed them out early.
Whoa. They got the best player in the league, and they're not a contender. Wow.
That's fine, bro.
You have
Okay.
to
So,
revisit that one.
Ron.
That's crazy.
Hey
I
man,
have
listen. Talk to me in the playoffs. They get sent home early. Then you talk to me.
I have the Nuggets over because I think them getting Bruce Brown and Cam Jokic is going to have a lot more consistent shooters around him this year, not like last year. Because once Aaron Gordon got hurt, that was his best second option.
Okay.
I think they go home in the semifinals.
Murray
Man.
still has to prove some more stuff to me because he ain't been playing good lately.
Okay. I think, this might be a shocker, but I think that's probably where they'll be 54 wins around there. I think to me, unlike Houston, I think this team will have some struggles in the regular season, but I think in the playoffs, they're going to be probably the best team in the entire playoffs. And I think it was smart for them to bring Bruce Brown back. I don't know why he left. I mean, he got his money, so of course you got to do that while you're still capable. Valanciunas or Hopefully, I said that right.
Yeah.
And Cam Johnson are, I think those are upgrades. I feel like Cam may be a little more consistent than MPJ. I think Michael Porter Jr. is a little more aggressive than Cam Johnson can be, but I think Cam Johnson will make the shots that if you're a Nuggets fan, you were hoping he would make, during the playoffs and, in close games. So I think they're going to be good, but I think 54 should be about right for them. I think they're going to settle in the third spot out west, but will be, the best team once playoffs come around. So Detroit Pistons, another team I had in my top five and a few others, but they're projected for a 45 win season. Big Nine, is that too much, or do you think they'll be a little worse than that? What you got for
I
your
think
over under?
I think it's going to be over. I mean, I think them with the whole Malik Beasley situation, that kind of is a little bit of a blow to them. But you pick up Duncan Robinson, you pick up Karis LeVert for defense as well. So I mean, them losing Dennis Schroeder kind of hurts too. I kind of wish they could have kept him too, because if they would have had all those pieces back, I think they definitely could have taken some more teams out east. Give them a run for their money. Yeah, but yeah, I have them higher. Like I think 48 wins, maybe even 50, depending on how the regular season matchups go. But at least I'm gonna give them 48 wins, and they're gonna be a tough team to beat in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Okay. Hawk, what you got? Detroit Pistons over or under 45 wins?
I'm taking the over, man. Truthfully, I mean, I know Indiana. I said Indiana's not going to be easy out. I got them. They might go to the conference finals, bro. Hey man, if he could have the Atlanta Hawks, I'm taking them. I take them. They either be out in the semifinal or the conference finals, but I believe they're gonna get to the conference finals. I think they're gonna surprise a few teams this year. Like people saw them last year, but even with the couple injuries that they have, I think they'll come back a lot better this year with the confidence too.
Okay. Rondo, what do you think? Pistons over or under 45 wins?
I have the Pistons over because we cannot forget the fact that the Pistons almost took out the Knicks last
Mm.
playoffs. We cannot forget that fact. They are hungry young dogs, and they are going to show them this year.
Yeah, I think they'll take the role of what the Indiana Pacers have been for the last two seasons. They're going to be the tough out that people might overlook. As far as 45, because they're in the East, I'll say slightly over. I think Big Nine said 48 wins. I could see that. I know one thing in fantasy basketball, I will be picking Jalen Duran because he was a huge part of me getting second place, even though I should have won. And Michael Jordan fans are the best fantasy league. Moving on to a team that has had its ups and downs, the Golden State Warriors. They're projected as a 46 win team. Big Naj, can the Golden State Warriors turn the clock back and get more than 46 wins and be a contender, or will they be under that and be fighting for their way into the playoffs?
Honestly, this really depends on what level of engagement you're going to get from Jimmy Butler, and in the Kaminga situation. But to make a long story short, because I'm not a huge fan of this roster, and you're also losing Looney for nothing. You're gonna have to get more contributions out of your big man position at like post and Trace Jackson Davis, who had a really good showing his first year, and then his roles have been pretty inconsistent. But yeah, I mean, and this is all on Curry and Jimmy Butler's hands, and of course you got Draymond for defense and playmaking. So yeah, they don't have a lot of consistent shooting on the perimeter. Pajimski's up and down. So yeah, 46 is probably a good bet because Curry is just that lethal. And if you get a somewhat of a consistent Jimmy Butler in the regular season, yeah, they can definitely get you 40, I say 40 plus. But I think 46 is probably a good spot for them. just because of age, attrition, and the rest of this roster is pretty suspect.
Oh, 46 wins or more or less for the Golden State Warriors.
No, he's right. I I project them to be just around there. Um, it is definitely going to depend on Jimmy and what type of defense he's going to play. Um, he going to get you about between 18 and 20 a game, but his defense is gonna steer their season where they're gonna go. So I say, you know what, I'm gonna be contrarian. No, I'm gonna take the 45 and go under.
Okay. All right, Rondo, Golden State Warriors over or under 46.
I'm probably gonna go a little bit under because as we saw during the postseason for them, is that whenever Curry's out, offense is not consistent, and they can't just keep Draymond at the center because people are just gonna out rebound him the whole time. So they they probably need to play Jackson a little bit more at the center so that they have a better chance of rebounding and getting Curry and Jimmy some second chance points.
Okay. I'm agreeing with Big Nine and Hawk. I think this is about the right spot for them. They're not a terrible team, but they're just not anything to me right now special. If Jimmy Butler just gives them an ounce of effort, I think they'll be a 46 win team, but I can't see them winning many more games, and I don't think they'll be that bad and losing, going out down any further in the 40s. So I think 46 is a good place for the Golden State Warriors. So moving from Golden State to another top team out west, the Houston Rockets projected at 52 wins. Okay, Big Nine, is 52 too low or is that too high? Are you going over or are you going up?
For this one's tough because you're incorporating a big offensive piece in Kevin Durant. Obviously, Kevin Durant is one of the most unselfish, offensive superstars that we've seen in this league. So I think it is more of a seamless fit. But with him having the ball in his hands, you got to see how it looks for the rest of the roster when other players are used to some deep clock touches. But 52 wins is I'd probably go a little bit more than 52, just because of how dynamic this team is on defense, and obviously adding a player like Kevin Durant means you have gotten better offensively, no matter to what capacity. So yeah, I'm gonna go slightly over 52 wins. I think it's probably like a 55-ish win team, but it's also predicated on that man's health in that picture because if he's not healthy, they might take a little bit of a dip. They'll still be very good without him just because of their defense, but Kevin Durant's going to be the difference maker if this team makes a deep postseason run.
Oh, what do you think about the Houston Rockets? Over or under
Um,
52 wins?
I'm gonna go slightly under just because I don't think that KD is gonna play every game. Uh, I hope he gets 65 out of them. Uh, but truthfully, I think that they're gonna manage his minutes and they're gonna with his injury history, I think they're gonna watch him. But I think they're gonna struggle in the beginning of the season. Um, not to say, just like you said, KD is an easy piece to fit in, but just figuring out who's gonna take the last shot at what moment. I mean, it should be KD, but you never know with someone's ego on the team. So up until I think this going to take them about 20, 25 games to really get going.
Okay. All right, Rondo. Houston Rockets 52 wins. Over or under?
I have them over at 55 wins because basically they got the same team. They got rid of the lackluster defense from Jalen Green and picked up a superstar who has good offense and decent defense, can rebound and play make a little bit. So yeah, I think they're gonna get 55 wins.
Okay. I'm going to say this team, I'm going to give this team, based on that record, 10 more wins. I say this is a 62 win team.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they have defenders, they didn't really lose that much in Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. I think Brooks was their best 3-point shooter, wasn't he? I think around there. That's not
Yeah,
losing nothing.
statistically, he's
Yeah.
he was one of their best 3-point shooters.
Yeah. So they didn't lose much. They actually gained. I do agree with, I think Hawk said that they'll probably manage his minutes. I think so. But even then, Houston was the number 2 team out west last season with some good teams. So the fact that they have KD, they'll probably win games they lost last year. And without him, they'll win games they're supposed to win either way. So I think 62 and the number 1 spot out west is very doable for this Houston Rockets team. And they have one of the best coaches in the entire league in Ime Udoka, who's a defensive-minded coach. So he's going to keep them in all of these games, even if KD's not playing. So I don't think it's far-fetched to say 62 wins. Now to the Eastern Conference champions, the Indiana Pacers. They are predicted to have a 36-win season. Big Nine, just 36. Kind of nice for the Bleacher Report to give them that, or is this about right, or should they be, a little bit over? What do you think about the Indiana Pacers missing a huge player in Tyrese Halliburton and losing Miles Turner, 2 guys pictured in this picture?
Yeah, this is definitely way too low. They're definitely going to clear 36 wins. The Pacers are built to withstand losing a Halliburton. And I mean, Miles Turner, obviously, what he does defensively and being a stretch 5. I think Jay Huff is a pretty good replacement. And I know people probably give me flack for saying that Jay Huff is going to be a pretty solid replacement for him, but Jay Huff can hoop. And so you got him, you got Nimhard stepping up, Mathurin, all the other pieces on this roster with Siakam as well. I think they'll be fine. It's just they have to make a decision if they want to kind of tank to potentially go up in the draft, or they want to kind of just continue competing and maybe getting another step out of like Mathurin and Nimhard, guys of those nature, so that they can be a little bit more equipped come the next time when Halliburton comes back to make another deep postseason run.
Okay. So Hawk, Indiana Pacers over or under 36 wins?
Over, man. I got them. They're going to the playoffs. And I like Benedict and Mathurin and Neesmith. Yeah, I forgot about TJ McConnell. He was going crazy in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was.
But no, I got them going to the playoffs, man. They're definitely. I don't see them being a top 5, even without Halliburton.
Okay. Brown Dog.
I have them slightly over. You just have to see how the team does without their point guard.
Man.
All right, guys.
Hold on. How many games did he play last season?
Who?
He played 73.
Who?
69.
Tyrese.
Yeah, he played 73.
Oh, we get some good ones next. Okay.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Okay, I think with Rondolph done, I had messed up my camera.
Yeah, Chuck. No, you are
Okay,
good.
so yeah, Pacers. I think they're in the East. I think they'll be a little better than 36 because I just think they're one of those teams that are built with good players that they can play. Tyrese Halliburton was good, but it's not like he was the greatest thing on their team the whole time. So they have players that can get it done. So I think they'll be slightly. I think they can get the 40 wins out East this season. There'll be a team. A lot of teams probably won't want to play because they're that good. But here we go. The Los Angeles Clippers projected to have a 50-win season. The local hater I will let go first. Big
Oh,
Nige. Will the Los Angeles Clippers clear 50 wins, or will they be less than 50 wins? And since
ooh.
I'm sure you're going to talk about an unhealthy Kawhi, how much will Kawhi help them or not help them?
All right, this roster is a very good roster on paper. All right, regular season wise, 50 wins is definitely in their realm. All right,
Okay.
my issue is the postseason. So if we take my issue out, I think they can win 50 games this season.
Okay.
Like they have one of the best centers in basketball. They still got an engaged James Harden. You got whatever you can get from Kawhi during the regular season. You got Bradley Beal to replace what
That's
Norman Powell was
insane.
bringing. I'm just saying because we don't. I'm not expecting him to move mountains anymore.
I
So
got you.
anyway, but Kawhi is still a phenomenal player. Make no mistake about that. But you got Bradley Beal to replace with Norman Powell. I like Bradley Beal more as an off-ball player than I like Norman Powell, as he showed in that playoff series. So you get him for dirt cheap, so that's good. You still have versatile wings, Derek Jones Jr. You got Nick Batum, who's a versatile wing that can guard some bigs. So again, you have the defense, and from what it looks like, you have the offense too. So 50 wins should be well in their range. Talk to me when we get to the postseason.
I'll take that. Okay, Hawk. Los Angeles Clippers over under 50 wins.
I'm taking the over, man. As long as you're not betting on me with postseason James Harden, I'll take the over, bro.
All right. Okay. Rondo, your boy Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers over or under 50 wins.
No matter what that hater says, I definitely got the over because they definitely have the roster to do it.
That's
They
crazy,
have
you hater.
they have an all around complete roster. No matter what that hater up top says.
They got a senior citizen roster too. If
Oh
I'm a hater, I'm just saying, but
The
they
Lakers
old.
do too. Yeah, the
You didn't
Lakers
have to
do
say that.
too.
You did not have to say that.
They
I
all
think
conference old team.
I think 50 wins is doable for them. I would because I can't put them above Denver. So I said 54 wins was good for Denver. Maybe one or two games more for the Clippers, but that's probably their ceiling. I think this team is built for the postseason. I know you guys have your doubts, but I think there's one in James Harden where he's going to get it done. He's going to be healthy. He's going to stay healthy. He's going to not fall off into the abyss during the postseason, and he is
Man,
going to help
that's a
Kawhi
big
Leonard.
hypothetical, man.
He's going to help Kawhi
Hey,
Leonard,
man.
Zubac, Bill, and the whole crew get to the NBA Finals. But
Whoa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll be playing the
Hot
lottery
take.
the day he shows up in the game 7.
I got a
I'm
hot
playing the
take,
lottery.
man. I
okay,
think
go
they'll
ahead.
have a better. I think they have a better regular season record than Denver.
Who? The Denver?
Yep.
Whew.
You
What are
got more
we?
hope than I do, but
Can I have my hot take, man?
yeah, I mean, I
He's
can.
also going off the fact that Denver and Clippers went to 7 games now. So
Yeah, I mean, y'all act like the Clippers are so bad. They took the Denver
Nah,
Nuggets to 7 games.
nah. It's just about their health.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, and that's
I feel like
always
they'll have a better.
their
I
thing.
think
You
they have a
know,
better record.
if all things considered, if they're healthy, I think as good as Kawhi is, even at his advanced age, that can offset some of James Harden's fall off in the playoffs. And I think with
Y'all make it
Beal,
sound like he turning 41.
I know that's what I mean. That's Big Nines thinks they're senior citizens, but they're not an old
at
team.
least Kawhi's not out here
Nah,
faking
Chris.
a injury.
If you want to
Yeah,
talk
because
senior
Kawhi's
citizens,
actually hurt. That's why he don't need to fake all his injuries because he's always hurt.
if you want to talk
So
senior citizens, what happened to the Miami Heat in 2011 and 2014 is a crime. But let's go to
we can go through that if I
the
really want to, but that's neither here nor there.
let's go to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
um, So the almighty Luka and LeBron in his 23rd season are projected as 50-win teams, projected to have the same record as their home state buddies, the Clippers. Big Nines. What you think your boy in year 23, the GOAT himself, is going to do for these Lakers? Will they be over or under 50 wins?
I got them slightly under 50 wins, just because
Okay.
I like what they got for Aiton. Obviously I'm expecting to see him more engaged, maybe slimmer Luca, and then I already kind of know what I'm gonna get from LeBron. So, we'll see. But I think this team is more of a 48 win team, just because they kind of benefited at the end of the regular season last season, softer schedule than some of these other teams, and they they capitalized. So yeah, I'd go 48 wins for the Lakers, just because
Okay.
again they have a couple holes they need to fix up, but Luka and Aiton is very solid for this season.
Okay, Hawk. I know you're a Lakers fan, so 50 wins. Do you see them getting over that, or like Big Nine, slightly under? What you got?
Nah, I believe they're slightly under. I like the integrity though. Nah.
I can keep it real, man. I'm just saying.
I really think that's exactly what you said. Around 48, 47, 48 wins. I don't see them getting over 50. They lose a lot of games that they should win for random reasons. But with
Okay.
that, I don't think it's gonna happen unless Luka really just take the team over like he did in Dallas.
You think LeBron in his final farewell season is going to let him do that?
This ain't his
That's
last
the
season.
That's
This
the
ain't
thing.
his-
He is with the Lakers. That's the thing. Is it going to be about his last season, or is it going to be about Luka's first season as the guy?
That's a question that'll need to be answered. Rondo, Los Angeles Lakers, the GOAT himself, can he get over or under 50 wins?
All right, first and foremost, he's not my goat. That's Magic's goat.
He ain't
But
the GOAT.
I have it as slightly under, just off the fact that we don't know what Aiton's gonna bring, and then also we have to see, because Nigel doesn't like to mention this guy a lot, but getting Marcus Smart does help their perimeter defense, and then really it just depends on if LeBron's gonna get cooked by the Wolves again or not. Julius
We gotta lay
Randle.
off Big Nines. We gotta stop. You can't
I mean,
pile
it's
up.
cool 'cause I saw Kawhi getting bullied by Aaron Gordon. I mean, if y'all want to really go there, I'm just saying.
That was
one
true.
guy
That's
was
true.
one guy was
Maybe they
basically all NBA, and the other guy
Hey
kind of
man,
wasn't.
but the thing is, Kawhi's not being called a goat. A goat
Yeah.
doesn't get cooked.
He's the go to load management.
Oh, here we go. Okay, keep going.
Man, that's my goat for load management. But we
Hey man,
we can keep moving.
at least he doesn't take a groin. A groin on my groin's hurt, but I'm jumping at my son's
It's
game.
cool. I mean, you gotta
It's about to get nasty,
man. Because he doesn't want to have that debate with Kawhi with me. I've already fried him several times offline for this, so he doesn't want to go there.
Well, we need to. I mean, we got to get that debate going. How about Kawhi versus
Just
LeBron?
know,
Man,
just know,
please, it'd be a
Kawhi-
5-minute debate.
Hey,
Load
man,
management versus longevity.
Hey man, just know Kawhi.
The
Kawhi
goat
is
load
one
management
of the
versus the
reasons.
GOAT.
Kawhi is one of the reasons LeBron lost twice to the Spurs. Just remember that.
Yeah, the younger Kawhi, the role player Kawhi, So.
Did you guys forget this was Luca's team last year? Once they got Luca,
It was supposed to be.
Nah, we didn't forget. I just
I
said
know
his
Nigel
full
proved
season.
that.
I said his full season with his team.
Got you. That's true. That's true. Again, I don't like the defense. If you're gonna tell me that Marcus Smart fixes their defensive issues, that's not gonna happen. Big man.
My man might slide them puppies. He's skinny now.
Yeah, but that's one guy. You need a unit of 5. And how much is the old guy going to give you? How much you're going to wind up playing guys? Yeah, I mean, are you going to play Marcus Smart 30, 40 minutes? I mean, I doubt it. Whose minutes is he taking? I don't know. I don't like it. But that's just
Do you
my
have? Are
defense.
you over under 50 wins for this Lakers team?
Under.
I know you're
He
not
don't
in
even
the
got to
playoffs.
making the playoffs. Of course, he's under. That's not even a
Under.
That's
question.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't believe they'll make the playoffs, so
nasty work.
Vile,
Nasty work.
vile. This man keeps speeches
okay.
vile
So,
out here, man.
the
Bruh,
Lakers
I said again, 10 toes down.
50 wins. That's kind of high for them. I won't go too. I'm gonna say they'll make the playoffs. I'm not gonna go too far down. 45 wins, maybe more doable for this iteration. And of course, always with the LeBron team, you got to watch for trade deadline time. But this isn't LeBron's team; it's
This ain't
Luka's
Bron
team.
team no more, man.
And like I said last week, LeBron will be bought out after the trade deadline, and he will sign, a minimum deal with the Cleveland Cavs, help them get to the finals, and lose in his final season as a Cleveland Cav,
Oh
embarrassed
my god,
by
this
the
is
greatest player in the league,
Dang.
bro, I can't wait till he retires, man. So y'all
Nikola
can talk
Jokic.
about somebody
I
else.
swear out there, me either.
Nikola Jokic will beat LeBron in his final season, and the rest will be history. We won't see number 23 on the court anymore. Well, we're going to do one more because we got this will take us to the halfway point. The Memphis Grizzlies, who've gone through some transformation over this summer a little bit, projected with 42 wins. Big Nige, over or under for the 42 possible win Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think 42 is probably a safe bet for them. I'm not very confident in the duo of Ja Morant and Triple J. Obviously you get Ty Jerome to replace Desmond Bain. I don't think that's an upgrade, although I think Ty Jerome is a very solid player. So yeah, I think 42 wins is probably like they could maybe win 44, but I definitely wouldn't pick them to win the 48 that they won this season because I think they got worse. So 42 to 44.
All right, Hawk. 42 over or under for the Grizzlies.
I don't know. Is Ja gonna do something stupid this year?
Possibility.
If he don't get suspended, I give him 45.
45. That's not bad. Rondo, Memphis Grizzlies, 42 over or under.
I have the under because Grizzlies lost their best 3-point shooter during this offseason. And then, like they said, you can't trust Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr. to carry the team.
I agree. King Speech, are you still on?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, Memphis Grizzlies over under 42 wins.
Oh man.
Well, I'll go 42 wins. I'm thinking about the teams out west. I think that's a good winning number for them. I don't trust the Kings. San Antonio. I forgot about my team. Yeah,
That's
so no, under 42. I think they might can get 40, but there's a team that's going to surge up the ranks of the West and the silver and black. So they're going to take some of Memphis's wins, and I think they'll beat Memphis. So I think 40 to me is their ceiling. I don't think they'll get 42, and I think that'll be good for maybe a playing spot for Memphis. I think they might sneak in, but I don't see them being a team any team has to worry. And I hate that this hurts Ja Morant because I thought he might be that guy that they could possibly turn around from his antics to put him into the not into the face of the league, but a guy that could be a foil to the face of the league. But it just doesn't look like it's going to happen, which is unfortunate because I would love to see Ja and Anthony Edwards as the two guys dueling in the years to come, but I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, I think Memphis will be a 40-win team. I don't give them 42 wins. Any objections?
Nope. They could
Nah.
tank
No.
if they really wanted to. If it gets bad out west early, they could just tank.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you can
John
always do
Turner,
that.
T-Mac.
Yeah, I mean, that's always an option is tanking. So I'm looking back through the comments. Mar would take Memphis. Oh, he said he's about to tank. I mean, that is an option for him because I don't know what they're trying to do really. Without
Thankful.
yeah, so if they're, I mean, that's one of their options definitely. I just think the rest of the West, some of the lower rung West teams are really bad. So I don't know how well they'll do to tank over those guys. But the ping pong balls can bounce almost anywhere. I mean, Dallas of all teams won the number one pick.
Man.
There's
you know how that go, man.
No conspiracy theory there. They want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, 1.8% chance.
It happens.
Yeah. Yep, happened to Cavs 3 times.
I mean, they lost LeBron, so. I'm glad it happened to my Spurs because we definitely needed Wemby. So got the ping ball.
Y'all should have got Giannis to leave.
That's a topic for another day because we definitely should have. And I thought we had the perfect opportunity, but I guess
I did too. I was like, that's gonna be nasty, man.
Yeah, we had
Wemby and Giannis to be crazy.
Yeah, we had a lot of young talent. We had tons of draft picks we could have gave them. But I guess Giannis is going to be one of those loyal guys, either at fault or, he'll be remembered fondly for staying and sticking out with the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know how.
As he should be.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing the honorable thing.
Yeah. There are just no players like that no more.
I mean, definitely not ones that wear
bro.
Definitely not ones that wear the number 23. But
yeah, all right, y'all.
Not currently.
All right, y'all.
We're gonna stop beating up on so
just don't come back for blood.
4-6.
Oh wow!
I know you'll be wanting to get us back for all this LeBron slander, but before we leave,
is it slander though?
I don't think it's slander, but I think it's just facts. But if I'm like Omar from HOH, it's a hot take.
Yeah.
But anything else you guys have on the docket before we head out tonight?
No. Part 2 coming, I guess, next week for the second half of this list.
The second half of the list, yeah, we're going to go through those. And we didn't get to the one question for the East, but the one question for the East is who cares? And that's not even a question. But
wait, we did San Antonio? We didn't do San Antonio.
No, we haven't done San Antonio yet.
We didn't do San Antonio. We didn't do the Knicks. We didn't do a lot of hot teams for this panel.
I understood.
Mar, I'm just joking. It's all jokes. I'm not, I have LeBron in the top 5 all time. So I'm not
As should everybody.
You're gonna end up on the mixtape, bro.
I know, I don't want to be on, that other channel. My face on the little music videos. So I'm gonna be nice. So anything else from anyone before we head out?
Nah, man.
I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna be nice over here. We want to have we don't want this civil war. We want You want people to unite, and go.
Yeah,
You want people to-
don't believe half of what
Everybody
he's
get
saying.
along.
Nah.
You can't do that with negative Nancy up there at the top left.
Hey, yo, man.
It's
I
cool
mean,
though. Hey, we here.
I mean, we got one person projecting injuries on, other players, and
Yeah, that's
It's not-
insane.
It's not a projection if it's backed by evidence, but it's okay. It's okay.
Listen, man.
This player misses
Listen,
games
he
too.
went to Germany and got that new operation, bro.
I hope so.
My guy's good.
It'd be good for him. Get something.
I hope he do.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
revisit
so-
I'm tired of seeing him go out after he get bumped.
Absolutely.
You best hope the Clippers don't beat the Lakers this year. You better pray.
They might beat him in the regular
That'd be
season.
pain.
Fine. It'd be more crazy if it happened in postseason. Then it'd be a different story. But regular season, yeah.
Oh, postseason.
Yeah, regular season don't never be nothing.
I want
Postseason
to ask
get
you a
crazy.
question now,
You
because
ain't
that's
hearing the
open
end
up.
of it for postseason.
If Kawhi Leonard was not injury prone, would he be inching into
Top 10?
top 10 all time?
Ah,
If he
Nah, I
was
give
doing
him 20.
top 20, okay.
I still don't think like this. Why I don't do the. I hate Bleacher Report. I would have him where they had KD.
Okay, that's respectable. Yeah. Anyone else?
But I definitely wouldn't have KD over him at all.
Yeah, 'cause what Kawhi did in
Yeah.
2019 is
right?
Come on, bro.
Nah, don't be hating
Y'all,
on
bro.
him.
Just
Y'all
saying,
are just.
Hey, no.
you
Y'all
cannot
hey,
hate.
Nigel,
You
hold
cannot
on.
hate.
Hey,
like this is an
hey,
historic
hey,
accomplishment
Nigel,
that
hold
they
on.
beat an injured team.
Whoa,
Injured.
whoa.
what
Hey.
happened? I mean,
You
he
have to
was
think,
he was cooking that team before. He was cooking that team when they got him hurt.
Man,
It was
think
game
LeBron
one.
played
Game
most
one,
of
they
it.
tore up my man ankle. They did Kawhi like they did Kobe in 01.
And I'm gonna do.
That was
I'm a
2000 actually.
20.
LeBron played most of his career at these. Kawhi went to play 1 year and shit, bro. I mean, come on now. He's that guy. He can lead a team. Like, come on, man.
that's why he didn't stay. So I mean,
He didn't want to be there.
He didn't defend his crown in Toronto.
He didn't want to be there.
Yeah, he just did.
Think about
He got traded there. He got traded there. My man got there, got a chip, left.
Think about this.
Beat a
Kawhi-
dismantled Golden State Warriors team that nobody on this panel would have picked them to beat.
He
but, hey, it's cool.
He ain't hired 4 Hall of Famers and missed the playoffs. I mean, my man got a ring.
All those Hall of Famers past their prime too. Let's not forget.
That's smart, man. That's intelligence.
2017 Kawhi. Those Spurs against the Warriors with KD were 2-1. I think they were the only team to have a winning record against those 2017 Golden State Warriors.
Someone has to step on the foot and hurt him.
And it was up 21 when he got hurt.
They were beating them by 30. Thanks on the.
We're talking about two different teams, though. We're talking about the 2019 Raptors and we're talking about the 2017 Spurs. Two different teams.
Yeah, but
Kawhi Leonard.
that's exactly.
Talking about Kawhi.
I would argue. I'd say that the 2017 version of Kawhi probably was better. Would have been better if he got
2019. Never. I ain't going. Did you
we
not
didn't get to see the full postseason?
It don't matter. Either one of them was cooking. It don't matter.
I mean,
what cooking has he done on the Clippers though? I'll wait.
My man been hurt, bro. Zaza ruined his life. His body betrayed him.
Well, I mean, he had plenty of seasons to bounce back, and he never did. So,
listen, man, you got actual issue with your bones, bro.
Yeah.
You've got actual issue with your bones. It don't matter how much time you give somebody. It hurt.
Hey, all I'm saying is, how was them bones when he let the Denver Nuggets beat them, come back from 3-1 and beat them? How were them bones then?
Hey man, my man said he didn't want to be
right?
That wasn't his fault. That was Paul George's fault. Paul George is depressed. He was stressed out in the bubble. He was hitting the side of the backboard. Listen,
Kawhi was right there with him. It ain't like Kawhi was carrying the load.
Nah, but he wasn't getting no help. My man, you know,
He
he
ain't
was
got no
stressed
help,
out.
but he got all that the other
LeBron's
fan, Lou Will,
not just
He
Fred
looking
Carroll.
just to be a
But
hater.
he
all
ain't
he
got no
needed was
help.
like if he got like 15 points from Paul George, it'd been all right.
That's
Let my man get
crazy.
like 15 points.
That's
Exactly.
Let,
crazy.
let
Kawhi had
my
no
man,
help.
let my man, let Paul George score 28 like D Wade did. Bet you
We
they
can't
ain't
all
lose.
get the help that we all can't get the help that freaking LeBron's got his whole career. All right,
Hey, all I know is
LeBron,
your guy Kawhi loses 3-1 series and gets the team to come back on him. My guy comes back from 3-1 and wins. I'm just saying.
Your guy also got swept and then cried after my
Hey,
man
it's
ran
cool
out the
because
clock
again,
when they went to
I haven't
overtime.
seen Kawhi do anything in the Clippers jersey. Not
Hey,
one
I'm
thing.
not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not even Kawhi fan, but he was cooking. I don't care.
He was cooking. I don't care. Okay, I mean, if that's your argument, I can't argue that. You don't care.
Yeah, yeah, my man. Listen, while my man was healthy, he was cooking.
He was.
Must have been a short window.
He was arguably the
Yeah,
best
it was
player.
definitely a short window. It's definitely a short window, but he was cooking. God damn it.
not every player can play at the age of 18 until they're 40 something. Sorry,
That's a testament to his
people
longevity.
people
That's
actually wanted to
Hey,
go through
LeBron.
college.
Kawhi.
Okay, I
listen.
mean,
I think he
Kawhi
could
had
have
to
been the
go
best
play
player of
what
his
2 years
Kawhi
time.
at
had
San
to go to
Diego State
college.
or something. That's LeBron's fault or something.
Nah,
Kawhi couldn't even
listen.
shoot
Oh,
coming
you
out of
talking to him?
college. He had to work with old Chip, get that jump shot right.
And
Hey, he had it.
Bron had to work too. God damn it.
He
Don't.
did.
I'm just saying,
8 for
LeBron
42
had
is
to put.
crazy.
Hey
Ooh,
man,
rap god.
LeBron
Kawhi
had
better
to
than Luka. I
play a
agree though.
lot more seasons to break records. I'm just saying.
Wait. What version of Kawhi is he talking about? Better than Luca?
Any version.
Yeah, all right, y'all.
I mean, if y'all gotta stop just measuring offense, baby.
Mm-hmm. What has Luka done that Kawhi hasn't done in a season?
Been a generational playmaker? Question mark.
Here we go.
2019.
Did he win?
2019.
He asked me a question. I gave him an answer.
Did
Luca
he
is a
win?
generational playmaker. Kawhi has never been that.
But listen, this the thing though, bro. You break down this. Luca has the ball 90% of the time. He makes every decision. I understand, that he is a generational playmaker by definition. But if you look at that, he doesn't play he is the system. Everything runs through him. So he's going to get a whole bunch of assists. He's 6'7", and everybody shoots threes. He's going to get rebounds. Everything runs. He's going to get 30 points. He's going to get 10 assists because he got the ball for 20 seconds of his shot clock, and he's going to run out and get rebounds.
Yep. And
Okay.
I agree with
They're your triple doubles.
2017 through 2020.
So, damn
Again,
it, Russell Westbrook.
We acting like
Russell Westbrook's a generational playmaker.
Yeah.
So he has to be a playmaker for him to be better than Luka. So Luka's playmaking is better than anything Kawhi has done.
What has Luka done better than Kawhi? Or what has he done that Kawhi hasn't done? I said be a generational playmaker because you cannot refute that.
Kawhi's been a great playmaker in Toronto.
Said generational, not a good playmaker.
That's great.
Generational.
Kawhi has been a generational winner
in San Antonio
and a defensive player of the year
in San Antonio.
Twice.
Again,
hey man,
in San Antonio.
I don't care where he was at. He did it.
Not done
that man shut down.
He ain't done nothing.
He was shutting down Giannis in 2019.
You say he ain't do nothing?
And on the Clippers roster, what has he done for the
okay. I did no. You say after San Antonio, I had to clarify, baby. That's all.
Because they were talking about his 2 DPOYs. I was like in San Antonio. He was phenomenal in Toronto. I'm just saying after Toronto and in the Clipper saga, it's been a failure. I think we can all agree it's been a failure.
He was great till he got hurt. But I look at his just like I look at Chris Paul on the Rockets. My man wasn't fair. He got hurt. He was going crazy.
So you don't agree? You don't agree that the Kawhi era for the Clippers with all the load management, and all that
it's been a failure. It's been a failure.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
but listen, we're not gonna just be like the load management. It's not like he don't want to play. He's hurt. My man's literally hurt, and it's not everybody like was acting like he was just faking before until they started talking to people. Yeah, he's really hurt, bro. He can't play.
So has the 2020 Lakers with LeBron James been
The
not been
Lakers
a failure?
said, yeah. Everybody says 2020.
You said what?
Have they been a failure? Has the Lakers been a failure since 2020?
Has LeBron?
Yup.
You could
Yup.
make that argument. I would say his whole entire tenure, he at least got them a championship. Now, if you want to say after that, yeah, you can make that argument. I'm not going to refute that it has been a little underwhelming. It has been. But to LeBron's credit, he got them at least a championship. After that, you can nitpick all you want, say he got beat there, Denver did this, Denver did that. I am not going to argue that. But he at least got them a championship, something that Kawhi didn't do for the Clippers. And that's just a fact.
But he got it for the other two teams he played for. So
Yeah.
I mean, so did LeBron. He got one. He got two for Miami. Got one for Cleveland, and he got one for LA. All right. So
That's because
until
LeBron's
Kawhi
not
doesn't-
loyal.
I mean, really, they got them a championship because AD went crazy in the bubble.
he did go crazy.
Kawhi didn't have an AD. Kawhi had Pascal Siakam.
No,
And he got
in the
traded
bubble.
there, so
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the championship?
In 2019.
I was about to say no.
Right,
Pascal
so he chose
Siakam was
the
way
Clippers.
better than the pandemic Paul George.
But he chose this. Now remember, y'all hold LeBron's feet to the fire when you say, "Oh, you got Russell Westbrook and they were a disaster." He chose. He said, "Y'all go get Paul George."
They won
Kawhi
more than
made
40
front
games.
Front office do that. So
They won more than 40 games.
So they did their thing, but you want to blame Pandemic P. Kawhi said, "I want Paul."
Oh yeah,
George.
yeah. Listen. Oh no, it's that. Listen, that is definitely partially Kawhi's fault.
It is, yeah.
That's
That's why they
Definitely.
were a failure. That's why they
But
were a failure.
also-
Listen, nobody's. We already told you it was a small window, bro. But for that small window, he was going crazy. That's all.
Yeah, and if he had,
You know?
if his body hadn't shut down or his knees,
Yeah.
whatever. If Kawhi was fully healthy from 2019
Yeah.
who was
That
stopping
year,
him?
that
He should have
Y'all
been.
might as
He
well-
should have
y'all
been
might as
hooping
well
in
call him
Kobe's
D
instead of
Rose if we
rebounding.
was talking about hypotheticals. Because what if D Rose never got hurt? He's probably a
That'd have been
multiple-time
crazy.
champion and a
That would have been
multiple-time
crazy.
But even then, Derrick Rose wasn't the same player as Kawhi. Kawhi could do it on both ends and be almost unstoppable on both ends. He would stop you, and then he could score on you from 3 levels. So
True
we
indeed.
also
I mean, one guy's
We
6'2",
also aren't
and the
gonna
other guy's 6'7", though. So I mean, it's hard to be.
we also are not gonna forget that
Yeah, that's
people,
fine.
that we're not gonna forget
6'7"
that
ain't what it
people
used to
were
be.
comparing Kawhi to Michael Jordan too. That we're not gonna forget that.
What are you talking
I
about?
mean, they compare to everybody to Jordan now. Like any good player, they all be like, "Oh, is he going to be the next Jordan?" They've been comparing Anthony Edwards to Jordan,
Yeah.
Anybody
which is
with a
insane.
mid-range is
I mean,
compared.
Yeah,
to
anybody with mid range and
Yeah,
and can
Martin,
jump a
I
little
think-
bit.
Facts.
That's all we got with Kawhi. Unfortunately, it's a what ifs. We
Yeah.
we can't rebuild.
I mean,
him.
you have no choice but to talk about it because it's the bad knees, baby.
But we saw him when he was pretty much complete. What he could do. It's just sad we couldn't see it. Consecutive.
Yeah, he's like
years
he's
and in his prime.
he's a Penny Hardaway with championships.
Yeah. And slightly better defense.
Yeah,
You can make, yeah.
slightly.
You can make that
Did
argument.
you say slightly?
Yeah, he said that.
Then Penny Hardaway. Well, I'll
You're
say
not
a lot
about to,
better.
you're not about to push slightly. Oh, all right.
Oh no, dude.
I think Kawhi's a
dude.
better defender than Penny.
Nah. Penny was definitely nice, but he did slightly was crazy.
Hey, bro, no. This man Nigel
Look
thinks
at
that
Kawhi clips. He was shutting from 1 through 4 down, and
this
even
man Nigel thinks
he
that
guarded
fucking
Jokic.
Batum is a better defender than Kawhi Leonard.
Who is?
Who?
Nigel thinks that right now that Nicholas Batum on the Clippers is a better defender than Kawhi Leonard right now.
I said no. If you're gonna quote me, you gotta quote me correctly. I said
did.
Derrick Jones
All right,
Jr.
Stephen A.
I said Derrick Jones Jr. is a better perimeter defender than
You
Kawhi
also
Leonard.
said you also said that Nicholas Batum is too. You said both of those guys are.
I said Nicholas Batum is a better rim protector than Kawhi because you his whole preface of this argument was saying Kawhi is the best defender on the Clippers. And I said I don't agree with that because even though he is still very good on that end, I don't think he is the best. He's not the best perimeter defender, and he's not the best interior defender either. So that's the whole point of that. Of Derrick Jones Jr. being the best perimeter defender. Obviously, Zubac is their best rim protector. So he's not the best in either one of those categories for that Clippers at this stage of his career.
Right here,
If you had to take both, though, I mean, as perimeter defense and protecting the rim, I'm taking because Zubac is not about to go on the perimeter when they switch off, and he's not guarding someone well. Kawhi is the only one that can switch to a forward and guard the rim.
I mean,
so
Aaron Gordon.
He's their most versatile defender.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Grant Hill would have been. He would have been something crazy if he, if he had.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Because the way he
Grant was a problem.
Pippen and Jordan would have struggled a lot against Grant Hill.
Yeah, Pippen and Jordan would have had to struggle a lot if the Lakers had traded Eddie Jones.
Okay.
He's saying Kawhi getting one more chip, man. What is this? Philip
I don't know about that.
One more chip? You're going to have to explain that one to
this year. This year is going to be the year of Kawhi.
No, you still got Harden on your team.
Let me know how much CP got in the tank. Nobody's counting on James Harden in the playoffs. Let me know how much CP got in the tank, bro.
Clippers curse continues, man. It ain't happening.
I don't think it's happening either. I'm a Lakers fan, just not this year.
Are you gonna give up on them this year?
For me,
you want to root for?
I done gave up on him the last 7 years.
He don't like LeBron. It's clear as day. So he ain't rooting for LeBron. So when LeBron leaves or retires or whatever, then he gonna start rooting for the Lakers again.
There you go, baby.
Ain't rocket science.
There are fans like that. There are fans that don't follow a player everywhere. They enjoy their team and want their team to be.
Well, my team sucks because I follow the Hornets and they've been a travesty since I watched basketball. So, yeah.
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah, hey, bro. Oh, look, hey, is that why you don't rock with Kobe like that, bro?
Because y'all traded him? Nothing to do with that. That would be tough. But confidence in the front office. So.
Hey, bro. And then y'all gave Divock back.
Sure did.
Hey, we're not going.
That was insane.
We're not talking about that.
That's
the home team.
That one still stings to this day.
I mean, y'all was just in Charlotte yesterday, bro. Y'all, that was crazy. I love y'all though. I
like our color.
Word. Color's definitely fire.
But anything other than that, man, I think the Kemba Walker years. The Kemba Walker years were okay.
They were decent. Then when they beat who they beat? Who they have? Baron Davis when they beat Orlando.
Was that the year they had Gerald Wallace and all them?
Yeah, when they cooked when Tracy McGrady was talking crazy and they started showing highlights of him turning the ball over in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That was the Baron Davis days, but
championship Tracy.
We will have a few good years, and then Mike won't pay nobody, so but he's out of there now.
Hey man, but I mean he got the pick right. He ain't had a meeting about the intangibles with Melo. He's very talented. He's just he tweaking a little bit.
Yeah, well.
And Miles decent.
I mean, he's acting right, yeah. But
I mean, that's y'all most consistent player, really.
Yeah, the problem with us is we can't keep anybody. We can get some. The Al Jefferson days were okay. Dwight had an okay season with us, but we can't keep nobody.
Nasty.
Y'all ain't had a consistent team since the 90s.
No, we haven't.
Since Muggsy left.
and that's been how long ago? Big Nige wasn't even born. So
since they stole my man talent.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess Charlotte just ain't an appealing place for top-notch talent. So
It should be though. That's the crazy thing.
yeah, it's cheap. It's cheap to
Yeah,
live
but
out
they
here.
I ain't
ain't
gonna
got
say
no
it's
money.
cheap.
They ain't got no
No,
money to pay
not
for
Oh, you talking
everybody.
about the team? I thought you talking about the city.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I ain't gonna say
living
that.
in the city's not. Yeah, that's not cheap. But I mean, the outskirts are,
And move to
reasonable.
Gastonia.
Yeah,
Oh, heck.
Annapolis, Concord.
Don't you advertise
Yeah.
Gastonia, man. Don't do
Hey
that.
man. Listen, I'm going to Gastonia before I go to Charlotte.
Man,
Charlotte going they got New York City prices.
That's the
that's
truth.
what's up.
Now, the outskirts are, you can find some good, Morrisville and stuff like that. Lake Norman, not
I ain't
Lake
going out
Norman.
there.
Yeah.
I moved to Kings Mountain, bro.
Okay. Well, I'll go there.
Yeah. I got up out of there. I just hate going up 85, bro.
Yeah, 85 is that'll
Bro,
put some grades
if
on it.
you ain't there by 2 o'clock, bro. If you ain't
get
up
around,
85 by 2 o'clock, your life will be so stressful.
if you get around the exit to going towards South Carolina to the border, it's yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. You gotta get off on 29 and then take 74.
Yep.
Cause ain't no way you going up 85 in less than 2 hours.
No,
Crucial.
definitely not at certain times. That's pretty much all day though, because I can drive through there and be in traffic any time of day, just about.
That's a fact. Nah, it was like long as you got there before 3 o'clock, and like the middle of last year it switched. Bro, you might be in traffic at 12:30.
Yeah, and I, going to the airport, I would leave early 6 o'clock, thinking I'm gonna get there, no time, no
Nope.
traffic, and
It's 8,000 Ubers on the road.
Yep, and you're gonna have to wait on that exit. You're gonna have to wait to get through that exit.
You're gonna be stuck on that ramp. You're gonna be stuck on that ramp trying to get off the airport.
Exactly. But
Yeah, 30,
I think
32 ain't no hoe.
that's the show for tonight. And me and Hawk, we're gonna talk about potential something else going on.
Yes, sir.
Rap God is 6-0 overrated. We said no. I thought SSV. Did you see the beginning? We talked about that, and no, that's just. I think what he means is it's overused. That's what King Speech said. A couple of us said it's overused, but it's not overrated. I mean, winning championships, there's no way you can say is overrated for anyone. I don't care, what context you're using it in. Winning championships is hard, and it is something that not everybody gets to do. So it's not overrated at all.
No, that's a hater.
Just don't make him a GOAT. I mean, that's your opinion, Mara. And we will, if you want to debate that, we got some debaters in here, and we haven't done a debate in a little while. So, Big Nine, you ready for another debate?
What you mean?
I think you and Hawk have some unfinished business. So I think you might have fun.
I told him I talked to him offline, man.
I think y'all two got a little bit something. Y'all got to finish this out.
Yeah, because Naj be tweaking, man.
Sharp.
The what?
That's that Skip Shannon Sharp beef. Just always.
Yeah, all the time, bro. Cause you be tweaking. But Ron be throwing shots 24/7.
He does.
Ron won't debate me. I've already had this conversation. He won't debate me. He knows I'll fry. So that's.
Oh yeah, but we always gonna beef. Ain't nothing gonna change. It be all right. It's all love, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like some channels, they debate, get mad at each other, and slander the other channel all the time. No, we debate. We don't agree on everything, but still we enjoy basketball, so we're just gonna keep talking.
Passionate basketball fans.
Okay,
nah, you was angry the first time.
Nige is a little bit heated.
Explaining my point to you. I was very
Hey,
passionate.
he's angry, bro. I said, yo, he stopped listening to the host and everything, bro. He's,
Man,
yo, he's irate.
it wasn't gonna be another sports team moment. I can assure you.
Yeah, he has some flashbacks to.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. She don't let you get a word in. I like her though.
Yeah, she cool.
She don't let you get a word
Ain't
in.
gonna let you talk. Mar, we'll set you up. We'll set it up. Yeah, we'll talk about this. You want to defend LeBron for a debate?
Yeah, so me and him.
What you talking about?
I don't need to debate him because he on my side, so I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm a Jordan fan somewhat. I mean, I am a Jordan fan, so you know. But I know I have a couple people that are chopping at the bit to defend Jordan. So I would like to hear you and King Speech. Matter of fact, Mar, you and King Speech need to do a little something.
Yeah, that'd be decent.
Shout out Mar, man. You know who the GOAT is. Shout out Mar.
Oh man.
We want to end on that note.
We go ahead and just keep that there for the viewing
live. You done ruined the live.
I know you know. we were ending on a high note, and then you just crashing down.
He just took us to the basement, man.
Hey, you got King Speech engaged now.
King Speech, you and Mar want to do a debate?
You gotta see my. Oh, he on?
Oh, dang, he throwing
getting spicy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jordan versus LeBron. Okay. Okay.
So the best y'all got, he's snapping.
Ooh, he going crazy in them comments, boy.
I think we got a debate. Mar versus King Speech, Jordan versus LeBron.
Easy one.
Here in the near future. So we're gonna line that up.
Calling himself fanboy cooker for a minute.
Jordan versus LeBron channel. I see it on my time. I haven't watched anything from there recently, but I've seen it. All right. Well,
man,
I know he's okay. Here comes King Speech. So I guess we're gonna get our answer.
Yeah, hold up. I call him. I'm light. I'm easy, right? Okay, we'll see. As I said, Scott had to. The young boy Scott had to get set straight down. Me and Zay was cooking him and Lamont. That's the final boss, Lamont, right?
That was bad, man.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Mom was hyping up Scott. He's supposed to be. Hey, Scott need to learn from some adults, not not you shock jocks over there at Go James Kingdom, man.
And call that man his master.
Not ready for it.
Call that man his master.
That's master. His sensei. Johnny, really? Johnny, come on, man!
I can't believe he said that live on.
Yeah, man, say that's my master, and am I doing a good job?
y'all corrupted. They corrupted the youth over there, man. Juan boy, another one. Juan boy pulled up with Scott, and we had a good little conversation. Juan boy get over there on Go James Kingdom. Oh, you don't know nothing about. I had to correct you, but I'm like, see, this is the problem. This is the problem. And we ain't talking about LeBron. We talked about a bunch of other players. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it go. You know how it goes. So, yeah, man. I apologize. I've been bouncing in and out, man. My phone was on the last little battery. I my little yeah. I apologize for going in and out. I know that wasn't good.
Big Nige got to head out, but
yeah, yeah. So King Speech, 10 Toes Down will be on tomorrow. 9:30. It'll be 8:30 my local time. So it'll be 8:30 my local time. I'll let JB know. We gonna continue the the GOAT process, and I'll try to see if it because we obviously remember you see that they watch us, right? Because We did the ranking by position,
Yeah.
oh, here's the Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore,
And bro, I turned it off when they said George Mikan is on the Mount Rushmore centers, bro. Like, come on, man. What are we doing
They
here?
say he was what?
George
Mount
Mikan
Rushmore.
was on the Mount Rushmore centers. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Y'all, again, look, Lamar's a cool guy. Lamar's a cool guy. He's another one that's a little, but y'all do too. Y'all again, look,
What was
we over
the
here.
criteria though?
Well, I mean, they was just kind of going. They was just kind of going with who they think. Obviously, Mount Rushmore is four faces, five tops, right? So every position they were just basically, it pretty much was a copycat because if we were ranking the top 10, y'all are pretty much ranking the top 4, and
Right.
I mean, all of a sudden you want to tell me that was y'all subject y'all had playing all week. Okay,
No, I got all that, but I'm saying like, what would make Mike in the top 4? Like,
bro,
because he's a pioneer. It got to be just him being pioneer.
And shout out to George Mikan. Shout out to George Mikan. But I mean, come on, man. You gonna tell me 4 centers have not eclipsed George Mikan? I mean, again, Mikan was dominant for his era, and I get that, but
I think they just paying homage, man. It got to be because
paying
ain't nothing else after that.
So if that means Russell, which one, Russell or Will? I mean, you got to pay homage to that one too, right? And then you're gonna have 1 or 2 minor centers. I don't know,
but
man.
they Bron fans, so they gonna say Mike and over Wilt. They got more champions.
Of course. I mean, anybody that threatens LeBron in any way, they gotta, because obviously when it comes to stats, the go to stats is Will Chamberlain. It's not even close.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, it's not even close. I should try to tell you guys. LeBron has 1 all-time record. That's scoring. The other ones are negative. Wilt owns the record book, bro. If you start doing points in a quarter,
everything is besides Wilt Chamberlain, such and such has the most.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's for everything.
Yeah, and that's considering they didn't even keep all the stats that they keep now. You know what I mean? He still has the highest field percentage in a season, and that was his last year, 727. He shot 73% from the field in his last season in the NBA.
Nice.
See, yeah, he has one record. Hey, Mar. The most 30.10 assist games, that's not a record. That's a stat combo. That's not a record. Record is an individual stat for a time period, either by quarter, by game, by half. That's a record. You can't say he has the most 27, 7, and 7 seasons. That's not a record. That's a combination qualifier. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they do.
For the debate, y'all.
I don't know what he wanted to debate, but like I said, you pick a subject. I cook.
It was Jordan and Bron, was it?
Jordan versus
wasn't it Jordan and Bron? Jordan and Bron.
Jordan Bron. I mean, come on, that's light work. That's easy.
That's gonna get ugly.
You know what I mean?
That's nasty.
Again, if the first time you use 1 and 9 without Pippen, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan on these cats, man.
Man.
All right, well, this has been fun. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta eat some dinner.
I'm just seeing this Nige, yo.
Yeah, Lakers in 5. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for being in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, King Speech, for popping in. I know you're out there enjoying Brazil right now, so thanks for coming in and cooking with us. Always, Hawk. You are regular on this Wednesday show now, so thank you for showing up. And we're gonna talk about some other days. I need to talk with Big. I'm gonna try to talk about it with Big Nige, but we'll talk offline about that. But yeah. So we're going to go ahead and end it like King Speech said. 10 toes down tomorrow. He will continue the GOAT process. So you guys can come back and get and see what he how he evaluates the GOATs. all the way from Brazil. All right, Mar, and I'm gonna get in contact with you to set up this debate in the near future. So I'll be getting with you. So okay, guys. Any parting words? I think everybody else has kind of dropped off. But
Nah, I'm good, man.
all
I'm just
right,
chilling.
but please like and subscribe, help the channel continue to grow. Same for King Speech over on his channel. So like, subscribe over there as well, and join us tomorrow. Well, him and JB will be discussing his GOAT process. So see you guys next week, and we're out.